Trojan family, Trojan gang, fight on forever is in the building. And I know you see it. I know you see it. Right? We cooking right now on a recruit trail. Didn't I tell y'all the other day that recruits is running to USC? Right? Didn't I tell y'all the other day that these kids is running to come to USC? We looking golden. Got a kid out of Florida, Ty Jackson, 4-star, 5-star, whatever you want to call it. He's a baller. Coming to SC. And they see it. California kids, where you at? Y'all California kids, right? Modern day kids, Bosco. Like, y'all gonna let the Southern kids take all y'all spots? Y'all gonna let the Southern kids represent Southern Cal and not y'all? Cause spots is filling up with Florida kids, Georgia kids, Cali kids. Where y'all at? Y'all better get it together. My Cali ball kids is on it, popping at USC. And these Southern kids is getting on it now. They see it now and they hopping on it now. Ty Jackson, an elite linebacker. Right? Elite linebacker that just got skills. The kid just can ball, man. He just a baller. Y'all could check out his huddle. Y'all could check out the highlights. Y'all know what it is. I ain't gotta tell y'all and break it down. He elite linebacker, the top linebacker in the state of Florida. And we know all the talent the state of Florida got. So that speaks volumes to this kid's savageness. That speaks volumes to this kid's raw athletic ability, right? Straight baller. We lining them up, racking them up. He came to the U-Star State game and got hooked. He came to the campus and said, this is what it is. This is what it do. I'm wearing this Cardinal in gold in LA. It's a no-brainer. No better place to be. Matt Entz killing it. Matt Entz got these. Matt Entz is the man right now, right? With his recruiting. Coach Henny, what's up? Coach Henny, what's up? You let Matt Entz be the #1 recruiter? Come on, dog. Work. We need a competition over there on that coaching staff. Who's the best recruiter right now? Matt Entz up. Doug Belk. Coach Henny. What's happening, right? What's happening? Right? Ty Jackson, and I'm telling y'all, we got another one coming as well. We won the hearts of another one as well that night, right? We won the hearts of another one that night, right? And his name is Jerome Miles. Jerome Miles, right? That dominant wide receiver that dominated IMG, that dominant wide receiver out of the IMG Academy, right? Right? So Jerome Miles, they already got an expert prediction. He trending to USC, right? Jerome Miles is trending to USC, right? After that game, just like Ty Jackson, he just ain't committed yet. But an expert prediction came in for Jerome Miles to be the next commitment out of USC. So how y'all feel about that, right? Did we just lock down the 2 5-stars of the 2025 class that we had to visit on one visit? Did one visit just lock it down like that, bro? They already seeing the vision. And did you see the video the kid made? See the little video the kid made? I want y'all to check out the little video real quick while he was at SC. The little video Jerome Miles made. You hear me?
Hey, get your mind right. Don't preach to me about my habits. This is my life. Yeah, bro, took guns from army movies. He just 5'5". The sucker dropped the disc. We did our. Why would I lie? Soft and wanna drive by. Get fullies more than oil. Clapped on my eye. Hop right back on live like he enjoyed this. What? Hey, get your mind right. Don't preach to me about my habits. This is my life. Yeah, bro, took guns from army movies. He just 5'5". The sucker dropped the disc. We did our. Why would I lie? Soft and wanna drive by. Get fullies more than oil. Clapped on my eye. Hop right back on live like he enjoyed this. What?
You hear me? He feeling the vibes, right? That West Coast vibe. You hear him playing that EBK, right? If y'all don't know, that's a California rap group. You know he feeling them West Coast vibes. Sitting there at USC on the field of the Coliseum, feeling all the nostalgia, right? And everybody mad, right? Everybody mad that Ty Jackson committed and Jerome Mouse is trending. Look at Duck Daddy talking about, is history going to repeat itself for the third time? You don't get up out of here, boy. Oh, for the love of effing God. What the F? Yeah, they big mad. That's right. We going into Georgia and Florida backyard taking recruits because this is the power of SC. This is the power of SC. When we got our things together, it always supposed to been like this. It always would have been like this. That's why the NCAA did what they did a long time ago. Like, we got to stop what's going on. We got to stop that SC dominance. We got to stop that SC monopoly board, right? They know ain't no school got more potential to hoard talent. Look at this dude, Fitzdog, right? Just like the rest, going to get that cash for verbally committing and will decommit soon. As predictable as the sunrise, USC ain't no suckers no more. We ain't dropping off big bags just to get a verbal commit. Don't you think we done learn from Justice Cherry and Isaiah Gibson and Drake Stubbs, right? Get it together so he could be a 7th round pick, right? They're hating, and they're mad. And I like it. I just love it. I love it when the SEC fans get mad. I just love it, right? And then the Big Ten football power rankings came out, right? The Big Ten football power rankings came out. And I might say the Big Ten be glazing us, and I love it because the Pac-12 never showed us no love, right? The Pac-12 didn't even promote and present us as they number one brand, as we is the number one blue blood in the Pac-12, probably the only blue blood in the Pac-12. And Pac-12 act like we didn't even exist. Like we was on the same platform, like we had the same tradition and history as the other schools, suckers. George Kliakoff and Larry Scott, some jabronis, right? Look at the Big Ten power rankings showing us love. Ohio State number 1. They got USC at 2. Penn State at 3. Nebraska at 4. Smorgon sucks at 5. Michigan at 6. Iowa at 7, right? And y'all see, I ain't gonna go all the way down the list. I don't know how Michigan up there when they just got shellacked. But Iowa lost 2. So the Big Ten looking top heavy, right? The Big Ten look like a 3-man race. Maybe Smorgon sucks, get they act together. They keep getting lucky. Maybe they get they act together. See how happy they was to barely beat Boise State. They was happy all smiles. Like, yeah, we beat Boise. Like, you know what I'm saying? Them suckers. Right? So shout out to the Big Ten because they showing us the proper love that we need going into this conference. And people just showing us more love and people hating. They was talking about USC shutting out Utah State, giving us love. And you got people hating. They playing Utah State, not Utah. Shut up, sucker. Right? Another recruit that was impressed, right? Local 4-star edge, Samote Katianga, saw USC dominate Utah State Saturday night in the Coliseum, and the Trojans made a huge impression on the local 2026 4-star edge, right? It's cracking and it's rolling, right? Another thing about USC defense last night. Let's look at what the Utah State coach had to say. How good was USC defense last night over the first 2 games? Here from Utah State head coach Nate Drilling and his players. It's unbelievable how well they're teaching their players to play. We gotta load the brink trucks up, no joke. We can't let Lynn go after 1 season. If we gotta pay the Anton Lynn, Lincoln Riley type money, right? If we got to pay our assistant coaches, head coach type money, that's what we gonna do. Cause Lynn is a god. He's a defensive god, right? He's a defensive god. Matt Ince so far is showing he's a recruiting demon. He's a recruiting demon so far, right? And we all know about that dog work, that precious jewel down there in them trenches coaching up our guys. Man, we cannot let this coaching staff go after 1 year. We at least need 3 years, and we need to pony up the money. I know these guys want that title of a head coach position, but if we could pay them more than a head coach position, why wouldn't they stay? right? I know they making promises to these kids. Are they recruiting these kids? I know the position coaches is really recruiting these kids. Ince, Henny, they telling these kids, we gonna develop you and make you an NFL player. How can they do that if they ain't there, or if they only there 1 year? So we might lose Lynn because he's a defensive coordinator and he probably ain't on the phone necessarily making these recruiting pitches and promising these players to develop them. But I know Matt Ince and Coach Henderson is, so I hope Ince and Coach Henny is studying this defensive scheme so we can run it back again. Because whatever this scheme is, we need to keep it. You hear me? We need to keep it, right? So, like I said, Coach Ince on fire with his recruiting. Our linebacker room is elite, right? Other news, USC has a 44.1% of making the college football playoffs after last night's win per ESPN FPI. It began the season with a 13% chance to make it. USC also now FPI favored against Michigan at 55.8%. Right? And then speaking of the Michigan game, right? We better whoop on them, right? Because we know Texas is legit. Texas is legit, right? So Texas showed what a legit team can do to Michigan. So I want to see a convincing win against Michigan. It ain't got to be by 20 points like Texas, but at least 10. At least need to be a double-digit win. I say 14 plus. We at least need to win by 2 tutties, right? For I could feel like, okay, we legit ready. Like, we a top 5. If we beat Michigan by 2 tutties or more, we are a top 5 team. You hear me? And more Big Ten glaze, and I love it, right? The coach of the year so far, they got your boy Lincoln Riley at number 1, Matt Rule at number 2, right? Dan Lanning down there at number 7, right? So we see what's going on. And we gonna keep this momentum all year. Kendrick set it off with not like us. This is just the West Coast year, baby. You seeing what the Pac-12 schools is doing? They not like us. It's this West this year. It's West. You know what I'm saying? Tupac, it then came back or something. You know what I'm saying? And this our year, and it's just our time, right? It's just our time, right? I might go live after this video to talk some more. I want to talk to y'all live, man. I might go live tonight just to talk about the recruiting, just to talk about the momentum, just to talk about how bright the sky is for SC, just to talk about how everybody mad and they see it coming and it's killing them, and we killing them by paper cut by paper cut. This ain't 2003 and 4 when we was dominating. You got social media, you got so much stuff out there, they seeing it every step of the way, and they finna see us build this brick by brick, and every brick of cement we lay, they crying. He could have decommitted. What's going on? They only play 2 games. LSU sucks. Right? They gonna see this brick by brick and they gonna cry. If USC fans, if y'all don't know, we the villains, bro. We the villains of college football. If you's not a USC fan, you hate USC, and the last team you want to see win is USC. You know how many cities and regions, you know the South and the Midwest, the last team they want to see win is USC. You know the South and the East Coast, you know them fans down there. I ain't talking about players and what I'm talking about fans, right? You know the last team they want to see win is USC, buddy. So every step of the way, they finna see us build this dynasty. They finna see us build this, man. And ain't nothing stopping us, right? The NCAA is powerless to stop us, right? You try to do something, we'll pull a who's that, Texas A&M, who the NCAA tried to punish, and they said see us in court. And we all know how the court treat the NCAA. The court ain't gonna give the NCAA no victories. So can't nothing stop us. And then we got the Big Ten behind it. So if they come after us again, and they gonna be like the weak Pac-12 not doing nothing, the Big Ten gonna stand up for us. I already see it. You know what I'm talking about? This is our conference now, buddy. Ohio State, move over a little bit. Because we taking over this thing, man. But until then, it's your boy Carter Sports. It's Trojan City. It's SC. So let's go.